Hey there my fellow rogues, welcome back to another episode of Mortal Realms Monday magazine review. Today we are looking at issue 9, so we are getting through these now, one a week. My subscription has sorted itself out so that I'm getting the 4 issues a month now, which means I can bring you an episode every week. So this episode we get a set of Sequitors and Castigators. We get 3 Sequitors and 2 Castigators to go along with the 3 and 3, I believe it was, from our previous issues. Yeah, it was 3 and 3. So yeah, because these, obviously we've focused on painting these guys before, with this issue we will look at painting one of these guys in an alternate colour scheme based on the most popular choice from the comment section of the issue 7 magazine review. So that will be what we will be looking at today. So yeah, that's them. Unfortunately with this issue we get standard round bases with a couple of holes cut in to place these in. We don't get the nice 3D moulded bases that came with the previous ones, which is a shame. You know, it would be nice to have got them all to blend in, but on the plus side it means that we get to do some custom bases, and I will throw up a tutorial showing you guys how to do that with basic sand bases, or the idea I've got in mind is to do it with foam board or foam core, and model something very similar to our previous models, and I can show you how to do that. So this week we will be getting 2 issues, one on the 2 episodes, sorry, tutorials, one on how to do new bases and one how to do the alternate Stormhost painting. Sorry, I'm going a bit blank here. Alright, so let's have a look at this magazine. First of all, we get a new large fold out piece for the Age of Myth to go in our folders. Also, if you are following the subscription, if you are subscribed, then you should have had your 3rd delivery by now, I believe it is, 3rd or 4th delivery, which means you will have your folder, so we can start putting these into the folder. They are put into sections. It does explain in there how to do it, but I will upload a video for that if you guys wish. Let me know down in the comments of this video if you want to see how to set it all up and see a quick video on that. So let's have a look. So we've got obviously the Sequitors and Castigators, discover the legions of Nagash, and new rules to play through. So marks of the righteous, we got chamber designation is the top part of the head. Then on the shoulder they have the symbol of rank. The Azurite beast on the Liberator Prime shoulder pad is a mark of honour and identifies him as an officer. Oh, sorry, this side, my mistake, I was looking at my 5 and 2 max round. So this side will show their rank on their left. Then we've got the tabards, the long part here. The white trim on the Liberator Prime's tabard shows that he belongs to the 3rd unit or retinue of the Conclave. So there you go, a little bit more information on how the colour schemes work with representing who they are, where they're from. Then we've got belt buckles. Other retinues in the Conclave also wear white tabard trims, so the 3rd retinue also wear gold belt buckles to identify themselves. Obviously this is going for this particular Stormhost. Then we've got the shield and shoulder pad. The symbol of the Holy Hammer on this warrior's shield shows that his Stormhost was created during the first strike. So obviously going a little bit through the history of the Stormcast there. And the lightning symbol on the knee pad shows this Liberator Prime is a member of a Redeemer Conclave. So we've got icons down here. Stormcast Eternals display an icon that shows which conclave they belong to. Usually this is displayed on the left shoulder pad. Primes and other officers usually display Azurite beasts on their left shoulder, so their conclave symbol is sculpted onto a knee pad or other part of their armour. Obviously they can't fit it on there because they got the lions there. Then we go through, you know, shields, chamber designation, the differences in tabards, and the beast marks. Then we've got conclave iconography, and then death, the legions of Nagash. Nagash's undead warriors are almost limitless in number. They are divided into vast legions, each made up of different kinds of undead, but they are all equally lethal and enslaved to the will of the great necromancer. So we got a little bit on the different legions. We've got legions of night, legion of sacrament, and the legion of blood. I'm assuming there will be more legions as well, as they go through, you know, later issues. Then we got a little bit on the Valley of Bones. This is listed as L Battles 3. I don't think we've had one that covers that section yet. So there's a little bit on the history of battles. Then obviously we've got the how to build the Sequitors and Castigators from this particular issue. From the looks of the way they've done these pegs, the peg holes, 1 foot will slot in, leaving another hole blank. So we are going to want to fill these bases up. If you've got some green stuff, some modelling putty or something similar, that will be useful for filling in any extra holes appearing on the base. Depending on how you position your model, you may be able to swing him so he's over a particular hole, or you could use a different hole, give you a little bit of variation on base positioning there. Then we've got the how to paint your Sequitors and Castigators. Obviously, following this, it's exactly the same as previous issues. You know, they're going in with the gold, dry brush with the silver, paint your white, paint your blue. And then we have some new rules. The dead refuse to die. Anastasia Starstrike shouldered her weapon and waved her troops forward. The Night Haunt were everywhere, forcing the Sequitors to battle for every inch of ground. Still, there was no sign of the magical treasure they sought. There was no choice but to fight on and delve even further into the Dark Tomb. So for this one, we want 5 Sequitors, which is obviously the 3 we got in the first issue and 2 from this issue. And then we've got the 10 Chain Rasps, and you need some dice and your rulers. So here we are learning save rolls. In each issue, if they're teaching new rules, they highlight the rules in this sort of bronzy, brassy gold type colour. So obviously we've learnt piling, we've learnt weapons, to hit rolls, to wound rolls. Now we're learning to save rolls. So going through this, obviously you take your damage and you learn to save. So it's not as simple as before. They are changing the rules up slightly, so adding more rules in, you know, trickling in, so that we don't get too overrun with rules, which is a nice way of learning. So obviously backwards and forwards through attacking, learning to save, and then at the end we've got some war scrolls for the Myrmidon Banshee, Glavewave Stalkers, and the Castigators. So there we have it, guys. That is issue 9. I will put a price up here for the estimated cost of these, because of the way that these are sprued and the set that they will come from. Means the price will be a little bit of a guesstimate. But yeah, there we go. Thanks a lot for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications of further videos, painting tutorials, and all sorts of goodness from the channel. This is a new channel. I know I've been going for a couple of months now, but I am still learning my way, getting used to, you know, getting a schedule going, content for you guys. If there is anything that you would like to see from me, please let me know in the description, and I will do my best to reply, answer any questions, and attempt to make more videos for you. Otherwise, you know, I'm coming off the top of my head, trying to think of new things, which isn't easy, but I'm learning, I'm getting there, and I would really like to thank you for your support in sticking with me and subscribing and, you know, helping the channel to grow. So as usual, I've got my links for various media down in the front, in the description. Links for Twitter, Instagram, my Twitch channel, and Discord, so you can join us over there. Show us your models, you know, what Storm hosts you're doing, what Legions of Dead you're doing, any other Mortal Realm stuff, Warhammer stuff, 40k stuff, anything even not related to Warhammer. You know, there's plenty of stuff that we can all talk about, discuss, and, you know, just share an experience. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have a Patreon, just a very basic thing there at the minute. As I get more content up for it, I may open up a few other tiers so you can get more rewards while supporting me. But yeah, apart from that, with all that being said, thanks a lot for joining me, guys, and I shall catch you next time.